Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Bamari. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this stylish one shoulder box pleated ball gown. This tutorial is very detailed and you definitely want to watch to the end. Let's get right into the video. Thanks for watching. For this stylish ball gown, these are the materials I'll be using. I'll be using a Mikado fabric, 2 yards of soft net, 2 yards of hard net, doll face for the lining piece, thread, zipper and beads because I'll be doing some beading design on it. To calculate a pleated flay or a pleated ball gown, I'll be using a waist of 22.5 inches for my waist. This is the value I'm using for my waist. Then to calculate a pleated flay or ball gown, you'll be saying your waist times 3. Your waist times 3 is you used to get what you use for your pleated flay. So 2.5 times 3 will give us 67.5. So after getting your 67.5, we'll be saying the 67.5 plus 2 inch. This 2 inch is for the zipper allowance at the back, so this will give us 69.5. You can cut a pleated flay in 2 ways, and the first way is to what? To cut a very long strap, a very long fabric of 69.5. then you just measure the length you want, the remaining length of your gown, or you just cut a 69.5 length of fabric, then you be pleating it to form the pleated flay. Or the second method is to cut it in a circular form like this. In a circular form like this is the method I'll actually be using to calculate it. So you'll be using the formula to get the radius of a circle, and the formula is 360 divided by 6.28. And what are we using? What is our value? Our value is 69.5. So divided by 6.28. So 69.5 divided by 6.28, we'll be getting 11 inches or 11.1 inches. You can just, is 11 inches. We have gotten our circumference for the circle to cut a pleated flay. So the next thing to do is the length of the flay is now 21 inches. I've added the allowance for hemming under, so I have 21 inches. So to cut my flay, my skirt length is 21 inches. So to cut my flay, I'll just, to know the amount of fabric I'm going to use to cut the pleated flay, I'll just say the length, which is 21 plus this radius we got, which is 11. This will give us 32 inches. So we'll be cutting 32 inches, then we'll be folding it 4 times like this. From this side will be our 11 inches, and from here to here will be our 21 inches. Then we'll just cut it like this. This is very easy. Once you have your waist measurement times 3 for a pleated flay, always times your waist measurement times 3 for your pleated flay, you get your answer. And don't forget to add your zip allowance. Once you get your answer, you cut the length of fabric of the value you get, or you either use, if you want to cut it in a circular form, use the formula 360 over 6.28. then once you divide it, you get your radius. So your radius will be here, and your skirt length, you'll be adding your skirt length to your radius to know the amount of fabric you need. And the radius plus the second length is 32, so you'll be folding the length of 32 in 4 places. So I'll fold it and let you see how it looks like. So I want to just illustrate it to you. Just imagine this is your fabric. You fold your fabric, then you fold it again. So this is into 4 places. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you calculate your radius, which ours is 11 inches. Then your skirt length, which is 21 inches. After you mark it out, you go ahead to cut. So after you cut, you'll be adding something like this, a round 360 flea. You split it into two, because you'll be adding your zipper at the back. You go ahead and take away your zipper, which is 1 inch. So to know the amount of pleats you're going to get, you can see we've folded the zip allowance inside. I've gone ahead to chalk it out. For my calculation, place is going to be 11, but I made it 10.5 because of the sewing allowance at the top. Then I measured the length of my gown, round it, just like what we calculated. It is being folded into 4 places. Then just like this place, I measured 10.5. I meant to measure 11, but I measured 10.5 because this side will serve as the sewing allowance round. Then I measured the mini length of my round flare, so I just followed what is there. And you can see I didn't waste fabric. I used the exact measurement to cut it. So once you just add your radius to your skirt length, you get the amount of material you need without wasting material. So I'll just go ahead to cut it out. So this is how the flare is. I'm going to cut. I'll just go to slit one side open for my zipper allowance. So you can see how it is. So I'll go ahead to rule out my 1 inch for zip out of it. This is the zip. I've removed my 1 inch, so that my remaining waist measurement, I will divide it. I'll be using this paper for the illustration, so just assume this is the 360 flare we cut. So I will just went ahead to fold the zipper allowance. We're going to remove our 1 inch zipper allowance. Then this is the 360 flare we cut. To make a box pleated flare, you go ahead to measure the entire waist length you have at your flare. For mine, I have 67.5, so I'll go ahead to divide it into 6 because I want 6 box pleats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I will now further divide it into 3. 1, 2. So this is 1, 2, 3. I will divide this also into 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'll just go ahead to keep dividing each part into 3. 1, 2, 3. I just went ahead to extend the lines for the box pleat so that you can understand better. So I divided it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now each box I'll divide it into 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I'll go ahead to pleat it now. Just watch the way I'm doing it. So this is one box pleat. This is the second box pleat. So I'll go ahead to keep pleating it like that till I'm done with all the pleats. You can see we wanted 6 box pleats and we got 6 box pleats. So if you do this, follow this method, you can never go wrong. You definitely get it. You can see what we did is we divided it into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then each one we further divided it into 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Now on the main fabric, I will just do what we illustrated on the paper. I will divide the waist into 6. Then I will further divide it into 3. Then I would pleat it. So this is me just pleating it directly now on the main fabric and pinning it down. After I was done pleating it, I ended up with 6 box pleats like I wanted. Then I measured the waist. The waist now is 22.5, which is the original waist measurement. Then I'll just go ahead to stitch the waist and iron it. So I just went ahead to draft a normal basic bodice pattern for a 5-year-old. Our shoulder is 12, so I divided the 12 into 2, gives me 6. Then I use neck width of 3 inches. Then I used a armhole of 5.5. If our bust measurement is 25, I added sewing allowance, 1.5 sewing allowance. Our waist is 22.5, I added 1.5 sewing allowance. So I cut it on fold because now it is a one shoulder top. So the same thing also, I cut the back part also together with the front part. So I went ahead to cut the two together. I'll be placing it where I want the one shoulder top to look like. So this is my right and this is my left. So this is my right, this is my left. The one shoulder will be at my left, so I have to slant it like this. I'm assuming this is my fabric, so I'm placing this is the front and this is the back, so I'll place it together like this. So I just went ahead to pin it down so that it doesn't move. The one shoulder will be at my left, it will be at the left of the gown, and the strap will be at the right of the gown around this area. So what I will do, from the shoulder here, I'll come in by half an inch because it is a one shoulder top. Then at this side here, I'll come down by 3.5. Just indicate it from here to here. So for my strap, I will come in by 1 inch from the shoulder. Just come in by 1 inch. So I'll go ahead to just roll it. Then my strap will just be 1 inch. So this is where my strap will be. So I'll just take my curve rule. From this half inch I came in with by, I'll just take it and curve it to this side. So you can see the way it's curved. Then this side, from here, I'll just roll it straight to the armhole like this. So I just went ahead to highlight it with the marker. You can see for the front piece, I'll be cutting the back 3.5 inch, but I'll be cutting the front 4 inches. The front will come deeper than the back. The back is going to be 3.5. It will be shorter than the front, so it can hold the one shoulder neckline properly. So I'll be coming down by 4 inches. I'm also going to extend it down. So I'll curve it to the side. And I'll take this and curve it to the armhole. So I've gone ahead to highlight it with different markers. The back neckline will be shorter than the front neckline. The back neckline is in black, while the front neckline is in red. So the back neckline I came down by 3.5, while the front neckline I came down by 4 inches. So I'll just curve it into the armhole and cut it out. So I'll just go ahead to cut it out. I'll first cut the back neckline first. Then I'll cut the front neckline. So I've cut, this is the back, so I'll just separate it. This is the back. So I'll go ahead to cut the front now after separating it. So this is the front neckline and this is the back neckline. So when I place it like this, you can see the difference. The back came up than the front. This is the back. So I went ahead to cut the back into 2 because I'll be adding 1 inch zipper allowance to it. 1 inch zipper allowance to the back part. So when I'm cutting my fabric, I'll show you how it looks like. The zip will be here. So I'll be adding 1 inch for zip allowance. This part, I went ahead to select it back, so I'll just go ahead to cut it out. This is what I'll be using to cut, so I'll name it strap. So this is what I'll be using to cut the strap of it. Then the back part, we start from this black line and the front part this green line, so you can see how it is. That's all about the cutting of the upper part. So this is the box pleat we made. I'm gonna have to just stitch on the edges of the box pleat to just secure it in place. Then I've also hemmed the down part of it, and after pleating it is 22.5 plus 1 inch for zip allowance. So now I'm going to cut the lining for this box flare. So this is the lining piece, and how did I calculate it? I'm cutting a 360 flare for the lining piece, and since our waist is 22.5, I'll be adding 2 inch to the 22.5 for zip allowance. Then this 22.5 plus 2 will give us 24.5. So to get a 360 flare calculation, it is 360 divided by 6.28. So I'll be saying the 24.5 divided by 6.28. So I got 3.9 as the radius. So the flare length will be 18 inches because it is going to be shorter than the main fabric, so that it won't be showing beneath the ball gown. So to get the calculation of my material, so I'll just say that the radius plus the length of the flare, which is the length of the flare is 18, plus the radius, which is 3.9, gives us 21.9. That is what I did here. So I just went ahead to measure the radius, which is 3.9. So I measured 3.5 here, so I'll be using the remaining 4 inch for the sewing allowance round it. So I just measured the 3.5 like this round. Then also the full length, plus the radius plus the 18 inches gives us 21.9. So I just went ahead to measure the 21.9 round 21.9. So I just measured it round. So I'm just going ahead to cut it out. This is it for the lining piece. So I'll just go ahead to open one part of it, which will be for the zipper. One inch here will be for the zip, then the rest will be for our waist measurements. So this is 4 yards of purple vein net. It is a soft net. So I folded it vertically, like straight. I folded it vertically. Then now I'm going to be cutting it horizontally. The length, the full length, the 60 inches length, how long it is, I folded it vertically. Then now I'm going to be cutting it horizontally. So I just went ahead to measure 17 inches. Then the last one is not up to 2 times or 17 inches, so I just divided it into 2. Then I'll be cutting it out. So I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'll make gathers. I'll just make gathers. So I'll be showing you how it is when I'm sewing. So that's it. That is it for the soft net. So I also got 3 yards of hard net. So you can see I went ahead to just fold it, then pin it down. Then you can see. So I just went ahead to just divide it using 6 inches. 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches. So I just went ahead to mark 6 inches around it. So I'll go ahead to be cutting it out.
Hello beautiful, if you have watched to this point, please kindly like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.
So you can see the hard net. This is my 360 flare. This is the lining that I cut. I went ahead to mark 1 inch away from my root, 1 inch. Then I came down from the waistline by 2 inches. So this is where I'm going to start the pleating of my hard net. And I also came up at the downside by 6 inches. So this is the net I will use, this ad net that I cut. So I'll go ahead to plait it on it round, like this, round. So as I'm plaiting it, I'll show you how I'm doing it on my sewing machine. So as I said earlier, I'll be starting after my zipper allowance, because now we'll be attaching our zip to it, so I don't want to sew on my zipper line. So I'll just use the sewing machine on it here. I've made a lot of videos on how to pleat ad net on ball gown, so I'll just be showing how I usually do it. I'll fold it forward like this, and I'll bend it backward, then I'll stitch on it. I'll fold it like this forward, then I'll bend it backwards. I'll fold it forward, then I'll bend it backward. I'll fold it forward like this, then I'll bend it backward. I'll fold it forward like this, then I'll bend it backwards. The best way you can achieve fullness, you can see it's already standing up. Like, it will give your ball gown, your flay gown, a very, very full effect. So you just take it, fold it forward, then you bend it backwards. I'll just keep doing that over and over again.
Then now I will just go ahead to make a straight stitch on the V-net.
I'll put my machine to number 4, to the very loose stitch, to the last one, to the loose stitch.
Then I'll just go ahead to sew a straight stitch on the V-net.
A straight stitch on it. So I'm done making gathers, just a straight stitch for it. I'm done making a straight, so I'll just go ahead to pull one of the threads. So I'll just go ahead to pull it. You can see how it is moving. So I'll gather it and show you how it looks like. After gathering it, this is how the V-net is looking. So I'll just measure the waist of my flay, then I'll be attaching it to the front part of the flay. I will show you when I'm attaching it. So this is the main fabric. I've gone ahead to pleat it and iron it.
This is also the soft V-net that we have gathered, and also the ad V-net that it is being attached to the lining piece of the gown, the doll face.
This is the front part of the top. I went ahead to use the pattern to cut it. I cut the main fabric, which is the mikado, and also the lining. I went ahead to use the pattern also to cut for the front and back strap too. Also the back piece also, I went ahead to use the pattern. I divided the pattern into 2, so I went ahead to add 1 inch zipper allowance to both sides. Then I cut the main fabric, which is the mikado, and also the lining material, which is the doll face. And I just went ahead to just add sewing allowance at the top neckline, and I extended their length to 11 inches, because 11 inches is my half length of. So remember that my strap started from this angle, so I'll just go ahead to attach my scrap to this angle. The longer one will be at the front here, so I'll attach it to it, then I'll turn it with my lining and show you how it looks like. So after turning it, I've turned it with the lining. You can see how neat it is. I just attached the strap to it, then I also attached it to the back, join the shoulder and also the neckline. But the back, if you have always been watching my ball gown tutorial, you know that I always leave 1 inch at the back of the ball gown for the zipper allowance. I always leave 1 inch there. So I also left the 1 inch too at this other side here. So I've turned it. So I'll also be closing this armhole. So the next thing for me to do is I'll be attaching a belt to the side of the top. Then I'll be closing the sides and be turning the armhole. You can see I've attached the belt to the sides. I've attached the belt. It will be a press-on button belt. So I'll just go ahead to join it together. Just spin it down. Then I'll turn the hand. I'll turn the hand like this. Then I'll join the sides. I'll show you the way I'm doing it. So I'm done turning the armhole. You can see how neat the armhole is. I'll just go ahead to sew the sides of the top by the allowance I left. So after we are done with sewing the top, I'll be attaching this V-net that I gathered. I'll be attaching it to the main fabric, the box pleated fabric. Then this, so after I attach it to it, I'll be attaching it to the main fabric, the mikado, not the lining. Then this lining that I did add net on, I'll be attaching it to the lining, not the main fabric. So this is it. I'll be attaching this V-net, I'll be attaching it to the main fabric that we did our box pleats. Then after I attach it to it, I'll be attaching them to the main fabric, the mikado. Then this lining piece that I did add net on, I'll be attaching it to the lining piece of the top. So this is the ball gown from outside. I'm gonna head to attach it, the material, the V-net, then this our add net part. So this is what I was trying to explain that time. You can see this net is attached to the main fabric, and the main fabric is also attached to the main fabric of the top. Then the door face lining is attached to the lining that I attached the add net. You see, main fabric to main fabric, lining to lining. So I'm done attaching my net, the down part to the up part. So I'll go ahead to attach the zipper to it and show you the result. I'll be adding some flowers to the ball gown also, and a ribbon at the back of the ball gown. I already made a sewing tutorial about how to fix your zipper to your ball gown, so I won't be showing you here because I don't want the video to be too long. So you can go ahead, I'll drop the link in the description below for you to watch how to fix your zipper to your ball gown.
When I was done with the gown, I went ahead to add some beautiful DIY flowers to it and a beautiful bow at the back of the gown. If you are interested in how I made this, I'll be dropping the link in the description or the comment section. Thanks for watching to the end. Please like, subscribe, comment and share. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.